And you know what, before I go much further, this is your night as much as it is mine. I am your guest. I am more than happy to talk about anything that's on your mind. So if you want to ask about anything at all, Cubs baseball or any game or any player or any situation or anything about the business or Harry Carey or anything at all, I'd be happy to answer. So don't be shy, and if anyone has any questions, I will be happy to take some thoughts. Yes?
Yeah, I've heard, well, there's questions out there through MLB, Pat, that the Anaheim Angels may be considering Cody Bellinger at the very last minute.
Could be. Could be. I've heard the Yankees also.
Yeah.
But then again, you always wonder, well, where did that come from? Is that coming from somebody with the Angels or with the Yankees? Or is that possibly Scott Boras, who has a full staff of employees, planting them in the media?
Yeah.
Possible. I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but that would be a strong negotiating tactic on his point to possibly drive up the price tag for Cody, right? So I don't know. But, you know, I think the Cubs, though, have made some moves here in recent years, and they just signed the kid, Shota Imanaga from Japan. And he's going to be a starting pitcher. So they signed him to a 4-year deal. They agreed to have Kyle Hendricks come back for at least one more year, and I hope more. I love Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Class act.
Since I've been here, I think I enjoy watching him pitch more than anybody, and that includes John Lester and Jake Arrieta and everyone else that you want to mention. I love watching Kyle Hendricks. He's an artist on the mound. He's finesse. He's control. He's changing speeds. He just has an idea of what he's doing. But anyway, he's back on the staff. The Cubs have already signed in recent years multiple year deals with Ian Happ in left, Seiya Suzuki in right, Dansby Swanson at short, and Nico Horner at second base. So, yeah. So if this makes sense to you, I think it does. When you're doing that, you're saying, we're trying to win. We're trying to build a nucleus of a team here. And we've got Hendricks, we got Imanaga, Jameson Taillon, another multiple year deal. So whenever you've committed to these guys, you've got the core of your team. I don't think they're going to stop adding at this point. So I'm encouraged by that. The Cubs have the resources, and I think they're going to continue, if you follow me on that. You know, if you hadn't done any of these deals and you were a weak team, I wouldn't see you spending $300 million on a guy. But since they have spent a lot of money and they have made a commitment with these other players I just mentioned, it makes me think they're going to still continue to try to acquire more ball players. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. And I think that's a good thing for the Cubs. I think we're going to be good this year, maybe even great if we can get another player or two. I really do. That's a great question. Did you not hear it way in the back? What do I think about the new schedule? It used to be heavy with division games. Up until last year, there were 19 division games against Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, and the Cardinals. And I loved it. I love that. Now it's only 13 games against those two teams. And it seemed like even less. I don't know why, but I like as many division games as possible. For one thing, the travel is much more convenient, and you're not constantly going coast to coast and feeling, you know, dragged out and fatigued. But it's just a matter of when you're down by 4 or 5 games, if you know you've got 7 games left against the Cardinals and 6 against Milwaukee, you say, hey, we're still in this thing. We got a chance if we can play some good ball against those two teams. So I wish they would go back. I think that, I really do. And I think they might someday. I should know this, but I don't know what kind of a commitment there is from the commissioner's office regarding the schedule. If enough people, mainly if enough ball players and executives complained about it, I think there would be a stronger likelihood that they would revert and go back to the previous format, which I hope they would. I love division games. For one thing, being a Cubs announcer, one of the greatest things about being a Cubs announcer is covering all of the Cubs Cardinals games, the Cubs Brewers games. I love those games. So I say that the more games you can have against those teams, the better off you are. Yes?